Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Wednesday live session. We are about 3 hours into the trade today. Time is around 12:20. So since morning, what has the indexes done? You can see the Nifty chart here. Nifty in the very first candle opens at the low of 18,114 and from there on travels quietly and slowly up to 18,180. So the day's range is around 18,114 to 18,180, which is about 66 points. From there on, it has started coming down now and currently trading at 18,130 levels. So as of now, if you see, based on yesterday's and last few days good up move, market is taking a breather since yesterday itself. Yesterday, though it opened gap up, large part of the day or almost every candle, if you see, it just didn't do anything much with very low price action as well as volume data. Today also it's not much different except that it has opened slightly gap down. One noticeable thing in Nifty today is it has opened below yesterday's low. Yesterday's low was 18,180 and today in the opening candle itself opens below yesterday's low and creates a new low at 18,114. From there on, it tries to make a pullback, and if you see, the pullback high is 18,180, which means yesterday's high is acting as a very clear resistance. Yesterday's low is acting as a very clear resistance. So it travels from 18,114, goes up to 18,180, but then very quickly comes back and now trading towards the day's low. Is an indication that maybe some amount of exhaustion might be in place and distribution might have already been done in Nifty longs. Now probably anytime now it might be time for us to be short or to enter into positions which are on the sell side. Let us also see what is happening in Bank Nifty chart. If you see Bank Nifty, again yesterday it closed at around 43,347 after traveling not much between 43,350 to 43,479 levels. So large part of yesterday it was in the very range bound scenario. Today morning it opens at around 43,116. From there on it tries to climb up, and if you see, it is 43,309 is the level which happens to be today's high, and from there on once again it has started coming down, and in Bank Nifty we are already seeing the sell level formed based on today's low, which is 43,116. It is very close to 43,116 now. In case if you start seeing Bank Nifty trading below this level, then you can be sure for tomorrow's weekly settlement Bank Nifty will be heading much lower. And also on intraday time frame, if you see 43,116, then you can even take intraday short positions. So this is with respect to Bank Nifty. The low is 43,116 and high is 43,309, currently trading at around 43,180. So one another important observation yesterday is the pickup in India VIX. Yesterday VIX was trading higher, almost 10% higher. Given the very low base of below 11 yesterday, 10% means it has done more than 1 point. So today it is about 12, which is a good sign for the traders, because traders always look for some kind of volatility. In a very low volatile environment, there won't be much opportunities either to lose or to make in the markets. So traders are the risk takers. They are willing to deploy some capital, they are willing to assume some risk, but in return they would want some returns out of it. So traders always look for volatility, and looks like since yesterday volatility is back in game and traders will see more trades in the coming days. So for today on intraday basis, on the Nifty chart there is not much trade yet. Nifty has to still form few levels which might be on the lower side. but when it comes to Bank Nifty, it is already showing some sell levels based on today's low candle. So that is with respect to the indexes. Let us quickly look into the stock actions. Probably we'll look into the pharma stocks today. What's happening in Aarti Industries? Aarti Industries currently in the downtrend, opens at around 554, goes up to 560, currently trading in the mid zone of 558. So not much price action in Aarti Industries. Apollo Hospital currently trading at 4524, is in the uptrend but not much volumes or not much price action. Some amount of zigzag movement is witnessed in Auro Pharma, opens at 618, goes up to 624, makes a lower high. Yesterday's high is 625. If it had touched 625, then there was a resistance and it would have broken above 626, but it didn't do both and it has topped out below yesterday's high itself, and today's high is 624.7. From there on, very quickly it has come down to 620 now. Probably this stock is in the sideways movement, and today it will pick up a trend on one side, we don't know which, but as of now it has got a resistance at 625. It has a breakout level above 626.40, and if it starts coming down from here, then Auro Pharma at 615 will be a sell. For again, it has to be bought at 6010. So these are the current levels that is visible in Auro Pharma. Looks like some action packed session happening in Auro Pharma. A lot of levels have already formed, so watch out for immediate highs and lows, which happens to be 624 and 618, which is today's high and low, and also look out for 625 on the higher side and 615 on the lower side, which acts as a sell levels, and again 626 and 610 will act as a buy level. So this is with respect to Auro Pharma. Biocon comes down to 238 from the highs of 240, then from there on goes up to 240.90. It has hit the resistance at 240.7, currently trading at 239. Looks like Biocon is headed down. So it has hit the resistance and it has come down, which means there is some merit in short trades in Biocon. So watch out for Biocon on the downside. This is Cipla, again hitting the resistance at 926, goes up to 928, currently trading at 927, slightly above the resistance. Probably if the markets gets weaker, then all of these stocks which are at the resistance level will start coming down. Divi's Lab falling from the highs of 3288. From morning it opened at around 3237.5. You can see here yesterday's low was 3237 and today's low is 3237.5, which means it is on the higher lows. So this is one indication this stock is still strong. It is nowhere in the sell zone. It has made convincing higher highs and convincing higher lows. So there is no sell for sure, and still there is no revised buy rate. It is already in the buy mode. There is no revised buy rate in Divi's Lab for now. Wait for some more time, wait for few more candles, and then we will see if the new price action will it bring us any new levels for us to trade either on the long side or on the short side. This is Dr. Reddy. The first candle, high and low are critical today. On the higher side, 4986 or 4990, which happens to be yesterday's high. So 4990 is the yesterday's high. Today tops out at 4986, comes down to 4938, which happens to be again the breakdown level. From there on it is trading within the first candle range. So probably there is more chances of Dr. Reddy also going down and breaking 4948 levels today. Watch out for Dr. Reddy below 4948. Sun Pharma in a very clear downtrend, started off day before yesterday from the highs of 996, and from there on yesterday itself, in spite of good gap up in indexes, in spite of overall market doing well yesterday, this stock was in continuous downtrend yesterday. You can see here, yesterday Sun Pharma opens at 993 and continuously falls down and closes at 978, and today it is continuing yesterday's fall. It opens around 977 levels, makes a new low at 969, tries to come back with one pullback, that also fails, and now below 969, which happened to be the morning lows. So clearly one of the weak stock, but where do we enter? If we had entered somewhere yesterday, we would have continued with the trade, but for a trader who has no positions, what does a trader do in these kind of stocks where there he has no position? Where will he enter? So if he has to enter, then he has to wait for some more time to Sun Pharma to establish new levels and then take a revised call. So that is with respect to Sun Pharma. Torrent Pharma falling off from the highs. Morning opens around 1657, yesterday's low 1657, today's low again 1657. From there on continuously makes green candles, goes up with a high of 1686. From there on, now currently trading at 1674. No buy or sell levels, but currently in a well established uptrend. Wait for new levels. So this is with respect to Torrent Pharma. Bank Nifty slightly coming up, currently trading at 43,210. Nifty currently trading at 18,145. Well, Bank Nifty is not ready to crack morning's low of 43,116, and same with Nifty also. Nifty came close to 18,114. It made a low of 18,130, but now currently trading at 18,146, which is very clear. Our Indian markets are in good up move and they are not ready to fall in a hurry, in spite of some signs of weakness being shown in the global markets last night. We know, like Dow Jones has closed weaker because there the players are expecting some kind of a Fed outcome, and based on that the traders will take a revised view on the global markets including US. But our traders are also slightly skeptical and they are not forming any view. From yesterday itself, they have kept the indexes in a very narrow range. Very good time for option sellers, option writers who are especially writing on both the sides, both calls and puts, because Monday was a holiday. Friday it was like one last minute up move was there, and yesterday it was completely flat day. Good time decay would have happened, and today also it's no different. Markets, though it is trading in the negative as of now, it is not cutting any critical levels. So anyone who has written 18,100 put and 18,300 calls, they are all still reaping in good time decays. They are all sitting probably with good profits as of now. Please take home the profits before the end of the day and take a fresh view for settlement tomorrow. Anyway, there are going to be big number of traders who will do expiry trades tomorrow, so who will not have any positions as of today evening. They will prefer to come tomorrow morning with a fresh view. They will come to the market, they will look at the levels and they will start trading the hero or zero kind of a game. And there is going to be some big action tomorrow as well, because the Fed policy outcome would have been known by then, and probably there would be some amount of gap up or gap down tomorrow also. From there on, how the market takes will depend on the players' positions. But as of now, if you see, there is not much of open interest in options market or in the future segment. The overall derivatives is very light in this settlement, which means there is neutral view in the market. People are on the sidelines. People are in the mood of wait and watch. They are not in a hurry to take any immediate positions. Probably they are all sitting on good cash and they would have rode this good movement from the lows of 16,866 up to 18,300 levels. So probably people have made some money in this pullback move and they want to take it little easier now, so that they can take a fresh view from tomorrow onwards. Markets are always going to be here. It's just that we have to protect our capital and trade accordingly, so that we will be also in the game for long time. Having said that, let us wind up today's session, and if you are liking the content, do subscribe to the channel, share the channel with the fellow traders. Let us come back to the market once again tomorrow with a fresh view, with all the data points in place, and then trade the markets accordingly. Let us not have any bias, and for all the traders who are already in some positions, take home the profits or manage your risk well, so that tomorrow morning or today evening you will not have some sleepless nights. Today evening you will not be forced to watch the CNBC market or US markets and what the Fed is going to say. Let us meet with a fresh day tomorrow. Until then, Om Swasti.